Hello YouTube modelers, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for tuning in. So this is going to be my last past kit revisit or motorized retrofit. This is the last tank in my collection. I know I've been doing a lot of these. This is the Tamiya M3 Stuart, the U.S. Army light tank. Here it is. It's rather small because it is a light tank for reconnaissance. The reason why I liked to build this tank was growing up, while everyone was reading Marvel comics, I liked DC comics because I like to read GI Combat and all the military comics. I think Sergeant Rock, but I don't know whether that was DC or not, because I know there was one Marvel. I think it was Sergeant Fury was Marvel, but DC had GI Combat and Sergeant Rock, which I really enjoy. So that's the reason why I used to build so many tanks, was because my initial interest was in military. So this is a small light tank. It was cheap, small. I don't think they make this anymore. They do make a version of this, but it comes with Russian decals because the Americans had the Lend-Lease, where they lease a lot of their equipment to Russia that was fighting the Germans. So that's the version they sell now, but this is an older version. I built this probably in the 80s. So here are the instructions. What I'm going to try to do is see if I can motorize this similar to my Panzer II. If you notice, it's very angular in the front, so there's not much room. I pulled out these instructions because I'm going to have to remove the hull and take a look and see if I can motorize it or not. But it's a small, cute build. This guy is a half torso, see? And that's pretty much it. So let me take it apart and I'll see what I can do with this one. Alright, so from a static model point of view, this has been a disaster because I've had to butcher this model up. But from a motorized version, it was successful because I was able to place the motor in. You can tell how tight it is. The motor's in the front, batteries in the back. Not going to have much room for the switch. I had to cut this out and drop the motor through the hull, lowering it slightly, but still a lot of it was sticking up. So I had to mount the top of the hull slightly higher, so it is going to modify it slightly. So I'll just paint it, and there will be a slight variation in the way the hulls fit, but it does work now. If Tamiya had provided the motor, they would have came out with a custom gearbox that was very angular and tapered to fit this type of hull, but since I'm using generic ones, this is what I end up with. So I'll be back when everything's painted. Alright, so here's the final product. The antenna broke off in the meantime. I can't find it, but I'll fix that later. But this painted the green panel olive color. I put some magnets to see if they would work. I don't think they quite work, but that was the intent of that. So let me remove the turret and I'll turn it on for you. I put on the really slow speed. Here it goes. It hops a little bit because the tracks are thicker. They have, I believe, they're rubber pads. Here it is running the infamous binder obstacle. So in conclusion, I'm happy that I got it to be motorized, although I had to vastly alter or customize the tank. I just wish I had taken more extensive pictures of the original build before I modified it. But anyway, not the best candidate to motorize because of the restricted or small space. So just keep that in mind if you want to motorize the small light M3 Stuart. So I'll have some stills at the end, but for the most part it is slightly modified. Thanks for watching.